Yeah, of course. So right now I'm a second year law student. I work as a research assistant to a professor on campus who does a lot of criminal procedure work, criminal law work, and also a lot of cannabis research. We're publishing a paper now on the failures of Prop 64 in California. And that was a lot of fun to do a lot of research on that. But the not fun part of that was doing like 300 footnotes and formatting all of them. That sucked a big time and took a lot of time as well. I'm pursuing a tax concentration, which is more than anything else for practical purposes. It's such a large field and there's lots of opportunity. And I'm interning at the Office of Tax Appeals right now, the California Office of Tax Appeals. So that's kind of fun to get to work with administrative law judges and help them write their opinions. And it's a really interesting like office space too, because there are all these judges and there's like legal support staff, and I feel a lot of classism going on, which is very strange. I don't really like it that much. Let's see. I think the transition from an undergrad in philosophy to a law degree, um, in some respects was pretty easy, in other respects was really difficult. Like Israel said, the skills you learn in philosophy are like universally applicable. The reading comprehension, the analysis, and your ability to communicate that you understand things and add your analysis and your perspective, both orally and in writing, is super important. And that's like the foundation of lawyering as well. And the skills are exactly the same. The only thing that's different is like the substance of what you're doing. And Dolores, I'm really jealous because it sounds like you get to practice philosophy in like your everyday life. And lawyering is not really like that. It's a very different sort of sphere, and you get to use the same skill set, which is fun and stimulating, but the content is different, which is not always awesome. The really difficult thing about the transition, though, is just the sheer level of work. Nothing in law is really like super conceptually challenging. There are some areas that are difficult just because like I lack context, like banking law. That's hard because I don't know anything about banks or how they work. But if you understand that, then the law aspect of it becomes really easy. But again, the hardest part really is just the amount of work they throw at you. Last year during my first year, it really felt like I was drowning in some parts of it, and I came out pretty well. But there were some very tough moments, and like I think then I developed a lot of resilience and being able to like stay up late and wake up early. I think that's maybe an element in a lot of different graduate programs, but it's a very hard skill to learn. And I also had to develop a lot of discipline, and philosophy helped with that too. It also helps a lot with coping. And one of the things I learned as part of my undergraduate degree is that it's really important to have time to reflect on things. And I carve out time in my days to have like reflection periods where I can go, okay, it's chaotic, but it's going to pass. Everything in the end is going to be all right. When I started my degree at East Bay, I did expect to go to law school. In high school, I realized, okay, well, what am I going to do with my life? That's kind of a problem I need to deal with. And then I realized I saw, I think, a pamphlet somewhere. Maybe it's in, it was in the philosophy department, like on campus. I don't know if it's still there. I think Dr. Hall put it up. It said that like philosophy majors tend to have the highest LSAT scores. And I was like, okay, that seems like a good path. And also, too, it was a good fit just for me personally. But it was something I planned on doing when I started my undergrad degree. And am I happy? Yeah, I think so. Between all the stress, yes, I feel like any part of a happy life, well, I don't know if it's necessary, but I think being like intellectually challenged and stimulated is a big part of that. And I definitely do feel challenged, at least with the workload aspect of things. And it's fun at the end of every day to go like, oh, I did accomplish all of this. And it feels kind of like a race almost. I don't know. I used to walk really, really slow from point A to point B because I didn't really have that many things going on. And I like to like look at trees and stuff. But now I'm a speed walker. I'm zooming from point A to point B. I got things to do. So that makes me feel important, I guess. Um, yeah, I think that's it.
I hope you can recover your pace soon. Anyway, James.
Me too. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, next year, the third year is usually the easiest year, because there's a
Right.
lot less going on, and I can't wait. I'm so excited to slow down a little bit and enjoy
Yeah.
my slow walks again.
Yes.